Hello and welcome back to day 7 and the last of our higher faculties, intuition. This is a great session as intuition is the most elusive, least developed and utilised higher faculty we have. It's referred to as our sixth sense, but it's not actually a physical sense, it's a mental tool. In order to understand intuition, we need to look at the bigger picture. Let's take the sun, for example. I can be enjoying the sun here, and someone in, say, France can also be enjoying the sun at the same time. We're having a different experience. It's the same sun that connects us, yet we're having a different experience. It's an energy, and energy is science, it's quantum physics. I'll leave it at that. Our minds have thoughts that are energy, one part of the universal energy that everyone else in the world is connected to. When we develop our intuition, we are connecting into the universal energy at a high level. I'll leave that there for a moment and explain that we think in pictures. If I ask you to think of your car, you see an image of your car. When I say the word, it's a vibration that you pick up on. It gets sent via a complicated nervous system to your brain that then interprets it, and hey presto, you see an image in your mind of your car. But when I say the word mind, you can't see it as there is no image of the mind. We tend to see the brain, which isn't our mind, that's our physical side. So there was a doctor back in the 1930s who came up with the stick person to demonstrate how the mind works, which you probably remember I did back in introduction, but we'll just have a quick recap. So the large circle is your mind and the little one is your body. Top part is your conscious mind, and this is your thinking mind where your thoughts are, and it can accept or reject. And this is your subconscious mind, your emotional mind, which is your feelings. And then we have the body, which is where you see your actions take place. So this is your attitude, your thoughts, your feelings and your actions. And as your thoughts, you receive information from the outside world, you can decide whether to accept or reject, whether you want to view it as negative, so you get negative emotions, and so you'll be giving out actions in a negative way and you get negative responses back. Similarly, if you're thinking positive, you'll get positive emotions, positive actions and reactions. So that we've recapped on that. Let's get back to the universe or infinite energy. Our intuition is our subconscious tapping into the infinite energy and communicating with our conscious. We talk about having an inner voice, and we often refer to this as a hunch, a gut feeling, or you might say a little voice you hear. Now, I know this is a challenging concept to get your head around, but when you do, wow, so much opens up to you. You can create anything. There is no limit to what you can draw from the universal mind. This is where I say, depending on your belief as to whether there is a God or you believe in the universe, it's a greater power that we are all at one with. To achieve this connection, you have to be quiet, you need a calm mind, and just let ideas flow to you. This is where meditation comes in, where you completely relax and clear your mind. Think of it this way, you have a perfectly still lake and it's reflecting beautiful scenery that's all around it. Then you get a speedboat that blasts straight through it, agitates up all the water vigorously, and the reflection all disappears. And that's you losing your connection. You're like the lake. You need that right mindset that's clear, calm and clear to allow that connection to take place. So if your mind's chaotic, it'll just won't connect. Once you've mastered this, your life will change dramatically. So have you ever been thinking about someone, or they phone you or text you? You might say that's a coincidence, or it's a bit spooky, but is it? You are connecting into the universal energy via a frequency, the same frequency as the person you are thinking about. It's the same as a phone does. If you want to call, say, John, you dial his number Only that number will connect you, a specific frequency. You dial a different number, a different frequency, and you'll get someone else. So there is one energy, an infinite intelligence we all tap into with our individual brains, and our intuition is our ability to utilize it at various levels depending on how developed yours is and how aware you are. You've probably not looked at it this way before, so just bear with me and open your mind up to this concept. So let's say you need to know a fact. You use a search engine on the internet. You Google it and it will search everywhere and come up with what it finds. It may have a couple of different options for you. Your mind is the same. Ask a question and let your mind open up to the infinite intelligence that it is at one with, and it will come back with ideas. This is what I was saying yesterday about Einstein and Edison, about going into trances and using their imagination. They visualized what it is they wanted to create. Then they used their intuition to let the ideas flow to create it in the physical world. They thought in a different way, the same as all successful people do. Some of them know what they're actually doing, they're aware of it, and some of them aren't. And those that don't know exactly what they're doing are called unconscious competence. So we're getting messages through our intuition all the time, but we have to be receptive in order to pick up on it. The answers are out there, we just have to learn how to tap into it. Look at the Wright brothers. They asked the question, how do we create a machine that will let us fly? And they let the ideas flow from the universal intelligence. Now, they didn't get it right the first time. They obviously weren't quite receiving it in the right way, but they kept tapping into that infinite energy until they succeeded. There are people working on things now that you may consider completely impossible, but the answer is out there. You have to have faith that what you want is already there. Just ask the right question and be ready to receive. Again, going back to Earl Nightingale, he said that if you see a group of people and a large group of them break off and go in one direction, but one or two are going in the other direction, follow the one or two and you'll probably never make a mistake as long as you live, because that large group, they're living in the physical world, conformity, in line with outside influences. The one or two are the ones living in a different world of thinking, using their higher faculties. And these people are the ones that win. They are the successful people in life. We all have hunches or experience that gut instinct feeling, that little voice. So to become more aware of it, tune into it and develop your intuition to a much higher level and transform your life. Well, we'll leave it there to let you have a think about it. It's a very different concept to grasp. Take a look at your exercise for today, and I'll be back tomorrow. As I said, I'll bring it all together for you. I'll take a situation, look at how all the higher faculties come into play to see you achieve the outcome that you desire. So have a wonderful day, and bye for now.